What's up, y'all? Big Jake here once again, doing something very special today. We got some USDA Prime New York steaks, also known as strip steaks, and we're gonna grill these up. This is all I'm gonna be using on them is basically sea salt or kosher salt. You can use one or the other. Some smoked pepper. If you can't find smoked pepper, just get regular old pepper, and some garlic powder or granulated garlic. We're gonna rub these down and let them rest. How long do I let them rest? Well, basically we're gonna be cooking these on my Weber over here, Weber Kettle. I got about half a chimney here full of lump charcoal, and once this all burns down and the kettle is heated and ready to go at like probably 450, somewhere around there, and that's what we'll throw the steaks on. We keep it super simple when you got really nice meat like this. You keep it very simple and cook it real hot, give it a nice sear, cook it rare on the inside, and it'll taste awesome. So let's get these steaks rubbed down and wait for that fire to get ready. Also, if anybody's wondering how much of the rub do I put on, about that much. You're basically lightly sprinkling it on. You don't want a heavy coat of salt or pepper or garlic of any of the three. Just a nice light even coat on all three. All right, y'all, those coals burnt down to nice kind of ashed over to where this is ready to go. As you can see here on the dome temp, we're almost at 425, excuse me, almost at 450. So that's where I like to cook on this thing. Usually the hotter the better, to be honest. Also, one thing that's very important is I make a 2-zone fire. As you can see, coals are on this side and no coals on this side, so let's get these things started. All right, y'all, here we go. Let's listen for that sound. Oh yeah, there we go. That's really all you need to do. At this point, I leave the lid off because I like to watch for flare-ups. Prime means you're gonna have a lot of fat in the steak, and if you're not careful, you will get flare-ups. Also, with the lid off, you're gonna get more airflow underneath the steaks. It's gonna keep that lump charcoal burning nice and hot like that. So right now we're probably going to do 3 minutes a side, and then maybe 2 minutes as we flip them. So 3 minutes one side, flip them 3 minutes, and then flip them back again, 2 minutes again on each side. So a total of 5 on each side, and then kind of see where we're at. All right, y'all, 3 minutes in. I did move around just a little bit. We're getting some flare-ups here and there, but nothing too bad. Got a nice sear on that side. Got a nice sear on that side. Then what we'll do from this point, it looks like this side's cooking a little bit hotter, so I'm going to move it over here. It's probably just more lump charcoal on this side. So what I'll do now is, right now I'm getting a nice sear on them, and then once I feel like they're nice and caramelized and seared up, I usually will move them over here to the right side, and maybe even put the lid on at that point. That way you can get some like convection kind of heat going to finish them off at the end. All right, again, y'all, move these around. As I said, these are prime, so they're really fatty, so we're getting some flare-ups, but it's not really that big of a deal. It's not horrible. Got a nice sear on that side. So yeah, we're gonna do 2 minutes and then flip 2 minutes, and then we'll see where they're at. All right, these are definitely where I want them as far as color. I wouldn't get any more sear on them than that. I don't know if you guys can see. They are definitely charred up. Both sides look good. Got a nice caramelized color to it. So let's check the internal temp on these. I'm gonna assume they're probably not done yet. Let's see. Yeah, these are still pretty cold. These are still down in the 80s. So this one's probably gonna be a little hotter because it's thinner. So yeah, so something you can do now at this point, like I would set this one a little farther away from the heat. This is why you have the 2-zone here. I'd set this one about right here. And then close the lid. Start doing like, probably a minute aside. All right, y'all, it's been another 2 minutes, this time with the lid on. Doing these a little more indirect now, because we got our color established, and we just want to finish up the inside. They're looking pretty good, nice and juicy. Set this one back a little farther, this one a little closer. Let's take their temp again. because you're getting close and you don't want to burn these things. See, this one's at 121, so this one's almost done. This one's probably going to take a little longer, as I said earlier, because it's thicker. Yeah, this one's down to 103. And this one's going to be done quick. So in another probably 2 minutes, this one will be done. I'll probably take it off, and then this one might take another 2 minutes after that. So we're looking at maybe a total cooking time of just over 10 minutes, I would assume. So anyways, we'll be back. All right, y'all, another 2 minutes in. Check these out. Yeah, these are looking great. I'm going to assume this one's done. Yeah, we're at 130. Yep, 135. So this one right here, that one's done. Check it out. Yeah, this one's not quite done yet. This one can get a little bit more char on this side though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back over here direct again and let it run for another 2 minutes, and it'll be done after that. All right, one more time. Let's check this thicker one. Pretty sure this bad boy right here will be done. Yep. Oh, this one's down to 123 right here. 122. You know what though? I like my steak a little rare, so that piece right there is gonna be for me. I'm gonna eat it real rare. But you know what? It's gonna be all good. You can even let it sit here for another 30 seconds and it'll come up to about 125, 128. So it all depends on how rare you want it. Probably the rarest I'd personally eat a steak is about 125, and probably the most cooked I'd want it is 135. So we're gonna have both examples right here. All right, we let the steaks rest for about 5 minutes. You can do as much as 15. You can just get right into them if you want. For me, I think 5 minutes kind of seems to be the best. This one again, I took it off at around 135. This one, when I eventually took it off, was right around 126, I think, somewhere like that. So let's cut into the middle of both of these so you can see the difference. This one's obviously going to be a bit more rare. As you can see right there, it's really pink. Which some people really like that, some people really don't. As I said, this is probably like the rarest I would cook a steak, and this would probably be like the most done I would cook a steak. So it's kind of your choice, it's up to you. As far as time, I would go more by the thermopin than I would anything else. Probably can't even really tell the difference. I guess 10 degrees doesn't make a huge difference. But let's take a bite of the rare one first. Rarer one. Yeah, you really can't tell much of a difference there as far as color goes. Maybe you can on the camera, but not really. Very juicy, tender. You can taste the spices, but it's not overpowering. It's a very good cut of steak. Let's try this one out. I honestly don't know if I can tell much of a difference. So about 10 degrees or so doesn't make a huge difference really. At least not to me. This one's like maybe slightly chewier, I would say, but not very much. So anyways, OD'd New York primes, 10 minutes-ish total cooking time. Internal temperature just depends on where you want it. Salt, pepper, garlic. High heat on a Weber Kettle, 450-ish degrees. And to get some bomb steak. Thanks y'all, peace.